back, baby.
Yeah, man. So I guessed. I know he was probably like, man, what in the hell was that? You know what I mean? But that's our beautiful intro to let the people know we're back, and we're back with force the way we always
and how
do.
we gonna put force on his team this Sunday?
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. We're gonna get into that. Like today, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest. We have an author in the building. This is the first time on this show that we've had. Well, we've had other authors, but not one who came and spoke about their book. Because we have Ferrari. Ferrari has done a book. Maybe some other people, but it's the first time that we have a special guest talking about something they put down with the pen, just telling their story, getting it out there to the world, getting it out there to the community, and I'm hope we'll get into some really good basketball stories, because we also know he was a part of the basketball world up where he's from. And before we started, he was talking big trash, because he from DC, so he was talking big trash about the Commanders about to come down here and beat the Falcons, but we ain't finna let the Redskins beat us. It's not happening. It is not happening.
And he giving the red folks a bad name up here talking like that, bro.
Man, I'm talking, man, they finna look. I don't know what we gonna do, but what we not gonna do is lose. I can tell you that, my guy.
I got my Super Bowl shirt on.
I'm
up here popping it.
I don't
see no Redskins.
86?
I don't see no Redskins.
What did you say? 86?
Yeah.
Wait, you mean that's the year we went to the Super Bowl? But that's what we doing?
When last time y'all been in the Super Bowl? 86. Literally.
Hey, but look. Without any further ado, I want y'all to give it up for our guy Curtis Malone, author of the book Duplicity. So what's up, Curtis? You came in talking big trash about these Falcons and Commanders. What's going down in this game?
Well, I mean, we gonna handle our business. You know what I mean? And we thin too. So our reserves gonna come down there and whoop some butt.
Oh, hey, y'all, watch this. Yeah. Who is the offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders?
I don't know.
Right.
Joe Gibbs. We still using his playbook.
There you go, man.
We still using the 86 playbook.
Say as long as it works.
I had to get him. No, that's the quarterback.
That's the offense coordinator.
He said Jay Daniels called the play.
Throw and run. That's all he knows.
Cliff Kingsbury, man.
Yeah, man, Cliff Kingsbury, man.
Yeah,
Smooth coach. He just coached the Arizona Cardinals. I remember he had a layout looking like a real player and just real genius in the offensive play caller, man.
Yeah, well, I hope he's terrible like he was in Arizona.
Well, you know what? It's going to be different without the young fella, but
he's not playing. He's not playing.
I doubt it. I haven't read anything.
So y'all gonna bring Marcus butt past Mariota?
He owe you all anyway.
What he owe us?
Y'all ain't treat him right when he was here.
He left.
Y'all got rid of him.
He left the team. Oh, that's what we doing.
Yeah,
no, you know what happened, right?
Yeah, what?
He threw a butt pass. He sat down and threw a butt pass from his butt.
Yeah.
Like he fell on the ground.
We had to get rid of him after that,
yeah,
bro.
He fell on the ground and threw a pass while he was on his behind.
Yeah, and then y'all signed another butt passer.
Who?
Oh, hold
Cousins.
on. Oh, but he's popping about that.
Cousins played for y'all.
Yeah, I know. We couldn't wait for y'all to sign.
But y'all got the
wow.
Y'all had the goofiest quarterback in the world, Gus Frerotte. He scores a touchdown and he knocks himself out.
Yeah, he was bad.
Now that's butt.
Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, that was bad. Man.
Don't worry, Mariota gonna do something like that this week, but he's gonna run into his offensive lineman, not the goalpost.
I mean, honestly, some games you go into, you be a little nervous.
You're not nervous.
But I'm not nervous about y'all.
That's how we felt about Carolina.
He said, "I'm not nervous about y'all."
Yeah,
well, look, let's get into
it.
Number
one.
Okay.
I'm nothing.
Look,
but that's because you don't have to go out there and play.
But the Falcons don't scare me at all.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
The
Hawks ain't nothing down here scaring me.
Wow, the Hawks don't scare y'all. What?
Y'all look.
Man, you hear this? I mean, he popping all the way. Hey, look.
I ain't a Wizards fan.
He was a Bullets fan.
Hey, look, he
was a Bullets fan.
Oh, there we go.
How you going? You're a hometown hater. You're a hometown hater.
I've been a Lakers fan since Magic Johnson got drafted.
Okay.
He's my favorite player ever to play the game.
Okay. Magic was mine until Kobe came along.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, but I'm not like a Laker fan over the Hawks. It's Hawks first and foremost.
I just don't understand like the psychological, how y'all born and raised and just like bandwagon people, bro.
Well, I mean, I've never been a follower.
You're a bandwagoner. If you like Magic Johnson, that was the team of the 8. You probably like the Braves too, don't you?
No, I like the Yankees.
Oh my God!
There you know why?
There we go.
And guess what? You know why?
Because George Steinbrenner.
No, he wasn't even around then. But when they in the 70s with Thurman Munson, and my father used to make me watch baseball when it was the Dodgers and the Yankees. So I became Reggie Jackson. I was a fan of
Okay,
Yankees
Mr. October.
because of my dad. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I like Reggie
that's-
Jackson. I like coming
that
up.
was why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I like good sports at the end of the day.
So you like the Lakers because they were good in the 80s. You like the
70s.
Yankees because they were good in the 70s.
yeah.
You like the Redskins because they were good in the 60s.
born there.
Boy, he done
Gotcha.
went down on you. He said 60. You heard that little jab. Yeah, but guess what? It was well deserved.
Yeah.
It was well deserved.
Yeah, that's cool. I can take it though.
Hey, how you? All right, what were you doing when Joe Theismann and Lawrence Taylor just crushed his leg like that? Were you watching that game?
I don't know if I cry much, but I might have cried that day when old Lawrence hit Joe, man.
Man, that was on like
That was
Monday
bad.
Night
That was
Football,
bad.
man. I
Yes, it
remember
was.
that, bro.
That was
Like
bad. That was bad.
Trey, I don't know if you remember that, man. You may have seen some highlights.
I mean, I definitely know about it, have seen it, but I wasn't watching the
Man,
game
that
live that day.
Lawrence Taylor came, sacked him, and he got up and he was like this.
He heard that bone cry.
Like he was distressed. Like, come help him, come help him.
that
It was
was
crazy, man. One of the
bad. That was
craziest
bad.
scenes I've ever seen
that was bad.
on a game. It's kind of like, you remember how in the preseason, this past preseason, they stopped the game and all of that? It was like on that level, but they ain't stopped the game. They kept playing.
Oh yeah, back then it was like they throw some dirt on it.
Yeah, they put
Yeah,
that.
throw
they
some
gave
dirt on
smelling
it.
salt.
They poured
Cart
that
'em
pot out. Get out of here.
Let's go.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it, man. We'll see you
that's
later.
the whole show. You 5 commercials. They still on the field. And
Oh, yeah,
back
yeah.
then, get off the field. Let's go.
Oh yeah, 100%. They
Ain't
gonna
gonna
fly.
lie,
They
I
gonna fly
thought-
a helicopter in now and everything.
I thought the dude had died. No, I
Yeah, it
mean,
was
I'm glad he
bad.
didn't die, but yeah, the guy from Detroit this
Yeah.
preseason, I was like, dang, we have a death.
Well, the one with what's his name, Hamlin. I forget his first
thought he
name,
was
but the
dead,
guy
too.
from the Bills that happened a few years ago. Yeah, I mean that could be scary. Well, I guess they take these injuries a lot more serious than they did. But look, we want to get into some of your background, man.
Okay.
The book,
That's the book right
the
there.
book Duplicity, about
Basketball, drugs, and my double life.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this. Let's talk about
get
this.
He said, I want to talk about
go.
that. I
Let's
want
go.
to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where did it all start for Curtis, man? Where did the start to Duplicity?
Well, I ran a youth program for 20 years out of DC, and helped kids, NBA guys, college degrees, and for me, I ran into a brick wall in 2013 and was sentenced to 100 months in federal prison. Went back to a game. I thought I had quit.
So hold on. So you say you was kids, what you was like coaching basketball?
Yeah, I ran a youth
AAU.
program. Yeah,
Okay.
AAU program.
And so like everything was smooth.
It was
going.
smooth, yes.
And the name of it was DC Assault, correct?
DC Assault,
So
yes.
okay. And then all of a sudden 2013,
Yeah.
they just the feds came and got you.
Yes.
What were you doing?
Selling narcotics,
You don't
Selling
even look
dope.
like you do that.
Yeah, well, looks are deceiving.
So you done put some ninjas down.
Yeah, in both worlds.
So how old were you? How old were you when you started selling narcotics?
Well, probably it was the 80s when I
The 80s?
first started. 91, I ran into the law. I caught a drug case back then, and then I retired. I got, went legit, was doing the right thing. And then I found myself back in the game in around 2000.
So what made you come back in the game? You needed money?
Financially, things had gotten a little tough. But again, having the same friends that you don't
Did they tell on you?
know. Well, people were telling, but I didn't have anyone telling on me on my case. All of my conspirators, all of them were, stand-up men. So for me, I just did something I ain't had no business going back to. It wasn't never that rough that it's worth, being taken away from your family, your kids, your parents,
So where were you like? What were you doing the minute? Like, tell me your feeling and what happened. Like, where were you when they came to get you? Like, were you at the basketball court with the kids, or like were you at home? Were you driving? Like, what? And then tell me what you was feeling.
Well, me and a friend of mine we were going to hang out on a Friday night on August the 9th, 2013, and I heard the cars pull us over, and
So when they pulling up, what you was thinking?
I thought it was just a traffic stop. But I noticed all these cars that didn't look like regular police cars. So I'm like, what the hell is this? So I look, and they're everywhere. You know what I mean? So from there, when, I heard, mumbles that I was under investigation. So again, I had removed myself away from really not being hands-on in that game. So for me, when they arrested me, I'm in the back of the car. I'm like, this shit over with.
So
You know
like,
what I mean? So
like, I'm sorry, me. So like, you're on the mindset of going, hanging out with your friend.
yeah.
All right. When they pull you over, like you was thinking like, all right, well, okay, I don't know what you was thinking. I know how I'd have been thinking like, all right, this finna be and we finna go hang out. So what were you thinking? Like they asked for your phone and stuff like that. You weren't going back home.
Yeah, well, for me, again, at first I thought it was a normal stop, but then when I seen all the cars, so when they pulled me and a friend of mine out the car, in D.C. on Friday nights, they had a thing called all hands on deck. So they go around and arresting. You could have an open container, similar to what Trump has done in D.C. over the last few weeks. He brought the National Guard,
I saw that.
Marines, and they just go around just messing with everybody. It doesn't matter, go to the hood, to the project. So for me, I thought it was a normal pullover. But then, I told my guy to take my phones, and they was like, nah, bring your phones. You can go with you. You'll be out in 45 minutes. That's what they told me. Because it was they was like, it's all hands on deck. You got an open container. My buddy had a convertible old school Mustang we ran. So I got my cup, and I am drinking. And then when I went down, when they arrested me and took me to the precinct, I started to see people who were from around the projects we hung in. And I'm looking at people, I'm like, damn, why is she here? Why is she here? And they like, so I'm like, oh, shit, this ain't good now. So my buddy, we knew a police officer who worked at that building, and he told my friend who was in the car with me, waiting on me, he said, you might as well go, bro. It ain't good. It's, he got a case. So
were they targeting you, or y'all just got pulled over because
they were targeting me?
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
They were targeting me. They were, they were following me. They had cameras up at my house. They had put 24-hour surveillance at my house.
So you was Fred Lucason on this out here?
I don't know what it was, but I know when they came, I knew it was serious. I was blessed that it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, I just had to stand up and be ready for whatever, cards I got dealt. But I thought it was going to be worse than what it was.
Okay. All right, well, go ahead. I'm sorry I focused so much on that. I just wanted you to paint a picture of that because that's kind of serious for people out here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a real difficult time, because you just, the unknown, you don't know, So I went to, they have Saturday court in D.C. I went to court. So when they called me up, the judge say, y'all might as well take him back. He going across the street to federal court. So from there, I was under federal custody. And so, I knew it was serious. When they send you to that's the big court, what I mean? So I knew it was real. And from there, I just prepared myself mentally for, whatever cards was dealt to me, whether it was 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I just had to be ready mentally to know you're going to do some time.
Yeah, how long were you down before you were able to come back home?
I did 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah, so I was sentenced to 8 and 4, 100 months. So I ended up doing 7 years. So, yeah.
So I want to come back to the 7 years part, but rewind. Tell us about the success you was having at the AAU and some of the players that came through and how your arrests affect them and affect your program.
Okay. Well, so me and a close friend, one of my best friends, we started the program, me and a couple of guys, back in '93. And, we didn't know the program would end up being a success. We just was doing it to help kids. And so from there, we started in '93. It ended in 2013 once I was arrested. But we started, and we had actually one of my first NBA guy. He was drafted here by the Hawks in 2000, DeMar Johnson.
Okay, I remember DeMar Johnson.
Yeah, so that's my godson. So I was down here during that time, pretty much with him, living with him, and then he was in a bad car accident. So I had DeMar Johnson, James White, who played in the league, Quinn Cook, Michael Beasley, Nolan Smith was drafted. Dante Cunningham, Keith Bogans, kids who played 12,
That's awesome.
13
Y'all
years.
had some ballers, man.
Yeah, we had some pretty good players come through. So it was really good, man, helping those kids and to see them grow and become professionals was awesome, man.
I'm thinking Chicago. I was thinking about this one ball. I was going to ask you about him, but he was a Chicago guy. Was Durant around the area?
Durant is from our area.
Did you get a chance
He was one I didn't get. I thought I was going to get him.
Got close.
The mother boy, she was tough.
So tell us that story, like how you recruited the kids and how you got them to come to your program.
Yeah, so for the most part, we recruit pretty much like college. If there's a kid in 9th, 10th grade that we know is talented, we'll go to his high school. We'll go meet the mom, the dad, and so we did it just like college. At a high level, we recruit. The kid can play and he's good. Everybody's not a pro, but if he's good and he could help the program, because we were one of Adidas' top sponsored teams when I went to Adidas with Sonny Vaccaro. The key is to get the next guy, and that's what we always was hunting for, the best kids. It's a program down here that I'm very close with the guys called the Atlanta Celtics. Those are my guys. We were with Adidas forever. Actually, they're still with Adidas. They had Dwight and Josh Smith. And, so we were kind of fight. That was some of my rivalry guys.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, after... tell us about Durant, like when you first saw him and how you tried to pursue him. I want to hear that story, and then I'll let Trey.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, tall, skinny kid. So I seen his dad at the gym, and the dad was like, "Man, it's hard for me to find shoes for him because his feet so big." So me and the dad connected because we were childhood friends, and I met him, gave him a couple of pair of shoes for Kevin, and I didn't know the dad wasn't the boss. The mother was the boss, Wanda, and she was tough. But I went after him and recruited him. I thought we had a chance at him.
Wow.
But he ended up playing with another AAU team in our area. But the relationship was really, really good with the mom, the kid, me and Kevin. The kid, I think if it was his choice, he would have played.
He would have came on over to the assault.
Yeah, so.
Why do you think the other team got him?
I also thought that the opportunity with, my program, I think, was a little more challenging, even though Kevin was solidified one of the best players in high school. But, I think the team he went to, he was sort of able to have his way and do whatever he want. He could shoot the ball whenever he want, every time he want, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
With us, we were a little... our competition was a little better. Where you were going to get challenged every day in the gym.
Well, look, Curtis, so I can, what you talking about, Kevin Durant, I cannot let the moment go by. I have to say it. You are sitting on your left, sitting next to one of the biggest Kevin Durant haters to walk this earth. This man right here is one of the biggest Kevin Durant hater, and someone who saw him when he was young. No, ain't no need for you to interrupt. Hold on. So let me. So listen. What would you say to him or anyone like him? What would you say to him?
Curtis,
or anyone like
before
him?
You say that, let me respond.
Who is a big time Kevin Durant hater? Who says he doesn't have any dog?
Let me
finish. Who says he doesn't have any dog in him? Says he can't lead a team by himself to a championship. He's had to ride coattails of other players to get a championship. What would you say to a fan who thinks that way?
All right, Curtis, I want you to hold what he's saying, and then okay. So Curtis, I think Kevin Durant is like one of the people that can get a bucket anytime he wants, right? Okay. I think he's talented. Don't hate on his talent. I just feel like he don't have, like he said, he don't have that dog in him, like the inner. All right, I'm finna take this team and make them win. He almost did it with Brooklyn, but he stepped on the line, right? And so I don't respect the fact that he went to Golden State, got his rings, but he hadn't been able to do it anywhere else by himself. And so that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
So basically, he said the same thing I said, but you go ahead.
Nah, but I'm not no hater. I just don't think he got that in him. That's all.
Now, I mean, but when you look at the whole picture in the NBA, name one guy that, I mean, LeBron went to Cleveland and took them to the
all of them
championship.
do it now.
But name what they all run, and you got to play with other stars. That's just where the game at right now. I mean, the Lakers in Boston, they drafted all the guys.
Exactly.
They had guys
now they did get Wilt
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain and they did get Kareem. The Lakers kind of did, and they still doing
around
it.
Those are special guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think Kevin, I think that he could, but you got to have help.
No
matter
agree.
where you go, and
but
you got to have some other
He had it with
dogs with
Oklahoma.
you.
Oklahoma, he had it.
Yeah, I
that
thought,
was there. He should have stayed.
Well, you know what? I thought he could have stayed, and I thought they was on their way to build something special out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he did go, and I mean, he went and played with another group of guys.
What happened in Brooklyn?
Well, I think with Kevin and Kyrie, and I think it was more injuries and
he don't even remember that Kyrie wasn't there in the playoffs. Harden was hurt.
They was hurt.
That's why.
Okay, so why didn't do it by himself?
It's hard.
We
It's
can
hard
move on.
to
Because
do
like
it
I
just-
said,
it's hard to
he's
do
a
it by
hater.
yourself.
He's a hater, Curtis, because he's not going
would
to
I take
himself.
for the house right now? Yeah, I definitely would. I think he definitely.
And the
have
minute he
house.
missed a shot, he'll be talking about, I knew he shouldn't have got to get it. The way you see him laughing, because you know what I'm saying. But look,
No, that's just
but
me.
look, before we wind down, let's get into the book,
Yes.
Duplicity, because just the whole premise of the book, well, really what you went through in life, on one end,
Yes.
being a person who has served the community
Yes.
so much, helped so many people out, but as you have written in your book, the other end, fighting against how you may be hurting your community with the other things you were doing. Just tell us a little bit about your book, your mind state, like how you dealt with that. You know.
Well, I at the end of the day, when I got arrested, I knew, with it being on ESPN on every news channel, I knew I had let my city and my community down, man. But I let my family down even more. But again, nobody. It's easy for everybody to judge the picture or the cover, what they see and what they read. So for me, I wanted to also paint my own picture of what I've been through and what I went through coming up and how I got to where I got. You know what I mean? So for me, I wanted to write my story. You know what I mean? So for me, it was tough mentally because the letdown, man, and you don't think about how you're destroying your neighborhood selling heroin. You don't, because a lot of times where we from, that becomes norm. It's the norm. I have a sister, family members who on drugs. So you don't realize how much, but when you get to sit down and really realize the damage you've done, it takes, it's mentally tough. Mm-hmm. And for me, I just felt like, I know I did bad. I had to accept I done bad. But a lot of good came with my bad too, So I gave, my story, it'll give readers the chance to judge themselves. It's easy for someone to say, oh, he's a drug dealer. He's a, but the average don't know what everybody go through, So for me, I just wanted to tell the story and let whoever want to read it, or hopefully some other things are going to come out, documentary and some other things. So people get to judge it themselves, but they'll get to see the other side of Curtis. Most of my players and families knew me, so I wasn't this bad drug dealer. I had 80 visitation forms of parents and kids and families on my visiting list. So
I know that made you feel good.
it felt great. And when I went to court, all these people wrote letters to the judge, and I'm saying to myself, damn, I screwed up because I let all these people down. But most of them did not hold it over my head. They came to visit me. They came to see me. If I needed something, they made sure my dad was good, my daughters was good. So
So that's what you meant about the double life is like.
Yeah, I'm
that
telling
part
the
is-
kids not to do this, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm living a lie. I'm living two worlds. You know what they say, the Robin Hood story. You take from the bad and to do good, and So for me, that was my main reason for wanting to write my story.
Man, well, look, I love it, and I don't know if you're doing this, but I do want to take the time to say something. I just feel compelled to just say to you, and you might not be doing this at all, but don't beat yourself up.
Okay. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you doing the work to move past it. That's behind you. Now you writing, trying to continue to help people in the way you were serving your community for good. Whatever you do, don't spend your days beating yourself up for what happened in the past. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to the person that you know is the good in you. Because sometimes we can do things and we can latch on to what we did that was bad or negative, and we try to force ourselves to live in that's us completely. Yes. But
well, I mean, if he keep talking about the Falcon now, sheesh.
You know what?
I don't know, man.
Hey, look, let me
you might
tell you.
beat yourself up, man.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. I tell you what, man.
I'm just talking.
And no, we good, but I appreciate that because during those times, it was you going through it like, damn, I let so many people down. But I had to also realize that, God don't make no mistakes.
Nah, he don't.
And when he put me through what he put me through, it could have been 20 times worse.
Let me ask you this: are you able to coach now or no?
Well, I'm not coaching now, but I run my program.
So you still have programs?
We started.
Okay,
we
that's
started
nice.
That's awesome.
Okay,
There you go.
I just got to sign a sponsorship deal with New Balance.
Man,
okay,
congrats on
that's
that.
what I wanted to know. So you got you on your way now?
Yeah, so
Congrats on that, Curtis.
only I mean, like I said, man, the man blessed me, man. When after looking at paperwork and things on my case, man, when the judge said you sentenced to 100 months, man, honestly, I could have damn did cartwheels in that courtroom. I was so happy.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Because it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Man. It could have been much worse, man. And I was blessed.
Man,
did the 7 years go by fast?
It was pretty decent. Again, like I said, the biggest part
I don't
you
know if
had
7 years
support.
ever go by fast like that. Don't be.
It went pretty.
Man,
It went pretty good.
Hey,
It was
look,
good.
check this out. I was in jail in Miami for disorderly conduct, bro. I was in there for 12 hours. Felt like 7 years, bro. So,
I tell you
look.
but what I did learn is, the worst part of everything I went through was being held over at the DC jail for 10 months. And, can we curse on here?
Go ahead.
Because that was a shit show.
Yeah.
Smelling piss and shit and, it was rough. But I mean, you adjust to your environment, and it's crazy. I'm at DC jail and here I am, some of my players at the jail. Coach, what you doing here? And I'm looking like, damn, I got to explain this story to him. And they like, man, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, one of my kids, man, played for me. I'm in that DC jail. The jail is locked down all the time because of the violence and the issues inside. So one of the kids come to my door and I can't see the lights out. And I hear somebody whisper, I'm like, what's up? Who that? He's like, this Les. What's up, man? You all right? Yeah, I'm good. This time he got him 75 years.
Dang.
Right? So he said,
That's
look,
crazy.
that's your phone right there. That phone right there, when you get off of it, let it hang. Ain't nobody gonna touch the phone. So, because if you don't know nobody, you can't even get on the phone.
Wow.
So, I felt, and me being a nice guy, I see guys in line looking to get on the phone. Guys won't let them use the phone. And I'm like, you need to use the phone, man? Yes. Go ahead, man. Get on the phone. So, here I am in jail, giving a helping hand.
Yo, they're coaching everybody.
Trying to make sure they all right, right?
Man, that's what's up, man.
But being in there, man, but it was a big adjustment, man. And like I said, man, the man upstairs, man, he blessed me, man.
And he always will.
And you probably blessed the person you let use the phone, bro.
I was trying to dap you up.
Appreciate it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I hope you dap me up
Hey,
after
man.
Sunday.
Hey, man.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Hey, coach,
I'm
I'm trying to dap you up to the
I'm
Commanders losing, man.
Hey, look,
Your story is amazing.
Yeah. So we good in a deeper way than just football.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
But we
That's
gonna whoop that ass.
Okay.
I just had to let it be known.
Yeah, put us in a group chat,
I
John.
think I just got it.
know
I
what
think
I'm saying?
Jaden Daniels playing.
Playing with. Hey, well, look, we appreciate it, Curtis, man. Hey, look, you welcome to holler at us again, man.
Okay,
Yeah, keep
okay.
us up on your journey and what's going on, man. We really appreciate it.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
man. Well, look, on that note, show the book so everybody can see it. That's Duplicity. That's Duplicity by Curtis
Appreciate it.
Malone.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you tell them where all they can get it.
Well, my Instagram is the Curtis Malone. You can get the book at Barnes and Noble, Amazon. It's on sale now. So go out and get a copy and read it. And I love to get once you guys read it, man, let me know what you think.
Oh,
you brought us a copy?
We're gonna keep
We love
in touch anyway.
All right.
I'll get you guys.
Yeah,
one.
Amir, that's
I
our
have-
people, man. So, yeah, we're gonna
that's my
definitely keep in
guy.
touch, yeah.
So it's available now. So I appreciate y'all, man.
It's all love. Well, look, make sure y'all go out and get the book Duplicity by the one and only Curtis Malone of the DC Assault. Got the program back going. So if you're in the DC area or if you see them traveling, playing a team, make sure y'all go out and support because he really helping in the kids.
Shout out to the light skinned brother, cool light skinned bro. I like him, man. Except
back.
he, we back. We coming back, man. Like the bars.
We back. Yeah, we back.
I could go there with him. But hey, but look, on that note, like we always say, we represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. On behalf of myself, Trey, my partner, B Rich, we got the Curtis Malone and Aaron Pittman. Can't forget Mario and Doug.
Super Mario.
And, yeah,
and look,
and Doug. You know what I'm saying? The Waterboyz Show, we are out.
Kill the camera.
Appreciate it.